Look at this. Look at this.
Before we jump into the video, I just want to let you guys know that I'm hosting 3 different vegan group tours this year in Turkey, Greece, and Bali. Turkey and Greece are happening in September, and they're happening back to back, so you can actually come to both if you'd like, since they're right next to each other, and Bali is actually happening in October. These are fully planned vegan trips where we can spend a week together having fun, experiencing the local culture, eating delicious vegan food, and just having the time of our lives with like-minded people. Doesn't that sound amazing? Yes, it is. If you want to come travel with me either in Turkey, Greece, or Bali, or maybe all of the above, check out the links below to book your spots now. Guys, limited spots are available for these trips, so make sure you sign up now before they sell out. I hope to see you somewhere in the world. Now let's get into the video.
Screw the intro, we're gonna start eating. Today we're eating kimchi ramen stew, okay? Ooh. Ah. Ah. We got some instant noodles up in here. The noodles are cooked to perfection right now. The only thing about ramen is that once it's cooked, it gets soggy really fast, so you kind of have to eat it like super quickly. That's why there's no intro. But hi guys, it's Rose. Welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another mukbang. Today you're watching another episode of Munching Mondays, which is my mukbang series. Mukbang is an eating show, so we're gonna eat together, and we're gonna do a little bit of chatting today. Probably not too much, because I'm probably gonna eat this really fast. So if that's your thing, then don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video. So, ooh, look at this bite. By the way, I'm filming a video where I'm just eating ramen for 24 hours, instant ramen, which is why I'm filming this mukbang. So if you want to check that out, check it out. So if you guys want to watch that, I'll link that video down below. Guys, if you've never tried soft tofu, you are missing out so much. Anyway guys, how are you? So because I was filming this, like, you know, only eating instant noodles for like 24 hours challenge, as if this is a challenge, because I'm filming this, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make the most of it, because, you know, I don't want to eat ramen all the time, but ramen mukbang, there's nothing like a ramen mukbang, let's be honest. So I was like, I need to make the most of this situation. Anyway, guys, how are we? Do we still like these mukbangs? By the way, do you like the slurpage? I really like the slurping. But some people don't like the slurpage, you know? Oh, anyways, hi. I forgot if I had a topic in mind. I'm just eating. Kimchi ramen stew. So wearing a sweater in this situation, not the best idea. What do you guys think of healthy mukbang? Like healthy mukbang videos? Do you like those? Also, by the way, if you want to see how I made this as well, it's in the eating ramen for 24 hours day challenge video, okay? That has this recipe. It's so easy. Like, could I even call it a recipe? I don't know. You know what I need? I need help in TV show recommendations, movie recommendations. That's what I need. I feel like this is like such a first world problem, but we are so entertained that nothing is entertaining anymore, you know? Nothing is as good as it is the first time or the 10th time. So I think because we have such a wide range of entertainment, nothing is as fun anymore. Like, is this true? It's true. I do remember when YouTube first came out. You know what videos were popular? Lip sync videos. I guess it's kind of popular on TikTok. But people lip syncing to like random songs was like such a popular thing. Wow, why is this so good? Anyway, people lip syncing to stuff was so popular. Now we're just so hyper entertained that I feel like a lot of us are just kind of like, you know, nothing is shocking, nothing is funny. Well, not nothing is funny, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Also just like, the easy access to entertainment as well, or easy access to everything, makes everything seem not as alluring. The easy access to music, for example. I always use this as an example because when I was young and I was like really into K-pop, right? And this is like a long time ago, okay? I'm aging myself. I was like 14 when I was into K-pop, and this was like before MP3s were a thing. If you guys even know what MP3s are, I know like my audience is a little bit older, so you probably do. But before like iPods were a thing, before having digital tracks was a thing, before streaming was a thing. So in order for me to listen to like K-pop music, I had to like illegally download it and then burn it onto a CD. You know, kids these days, they don't even know what burning a CD is. So it's like kind of crazy. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make, it's very hot. The point is, at that time though, granted I was young, so it was like a bigger deal, okay? Because, you know, when you're young, these things are like a lot more exciting maybe. But I was so excited when I got, you know, a CD, or when I went to Korea to buy CDs, because I was able to buy a CD. And the way I would listen to a CD over and over again, like on repeat, on my little CD player, my little portable CD player. And so I like memorized all the songs on everything. And if I had an album, like if I had bought an album, I would know like all the songs, and I'd know the order of the songs. And if I burned a CD, I knew that you could only fit like what, 20 tracks in a CD. So like I knew like every song. To this day, when I listen to songs from that era of my life, it brings back all the nostalgia. I get super, yeah, like nostalgic, but also I like know all the songs. I still know the lyrics. And now I don't know, like, would the kids these days have the same experience with the songs of today, with the streaming services as prevalent as they are, and the easy access to music? And this is just one example, right? Movies as well. the easy access to music, movies, entertainment, I just feel like it makes it less special. And it's funny because at the time, if you had told me that, oh, there's one day going to be a service where you can just easily access the music, you don't even have to download it onto your device, you can just stream it, it'll be always available, I'd be like, oh my god, that's amazing, why don't we have this today? But now, in hindsight, I'm realizing that it wouldn't have been as special, I think. It all comes down to the paradox of choice. Well, that's part of it. The paradox of choice, which is when you feel like you have a lot of choice, people think it's a good thing, right? When there's tons of choice, you think choice is good. But it turns out, actually, it's not always good. Having too much choice is paralyzing, and it makes the choice that you make eventually, first of all, it makes it very hard for you to make a choice, which, you know, let's bring up Netflix for a second. Like, think about how often you are just scrolling on Netflix for ages and you can't find a movie when there are so many movies you can pick from. Dating apps, online dating, another example of too much choice. People think there are endless options, so they don't make a decision as to who they're going to commit to or settle down with or whatever. And of course, I'm not saying it's all negative. There are definitely benefits to all of those things. But right now, we're just talking about the paradox of choice here. People have a harder time making the decision to choose. So they end up like either not choosing or taking a very long time to choose. And when they choose, here's the kicker. Once they do choose, they're less satisfied with their choice, knowing that there are many choices out there. Okay? I forgot how I got onto this topic, but basically, I miss the good old days. The good old days. I tried to get a cell phone, I remember, when I was like a teenager, because Korea was like well ahead of the game when it comes to cell phones and like technology, obviously. So I wanted to get a cell phone in Korea. Like, I wanted to buy a cell phone in Korea. And this is, we're talking about like flip phones still. We're talking about like slidey phones, okay? You guys remember those? Buttons, like those type of phones. But Korea had really kind of, at the time, advanced technology. They still do, obviously. They, you know, Samsung comes from Korea, all that stuff. At the time, this was like, you know, for example, in Canada, when we had the black and white or the green background with the black text phones, Korea already probably had like color screen, you know, for example, like this is an example. So I wanted to get a Korean phone from Korea, but I couldn't because the SIM card compatibility just wasn't there yet, okay? Now you can use phones from probably everywhere. But at the time, it just wasn't available and it just wasn't there. So it's quite fascinating because I know that at the time I really wanted that Korean phone. If you had told me again if that smartphones were a thing or will be a thing, I would have been like ecstatic. I would have been so happy. But now, like, a lot of dialogue, I hear a lot of dialogue around smartphones being a big problem. All this technology just not actually being as good as we perceived it would be. So anyways, that's a little food for thought there, okay? I could go on and give you so many examples about so many different things. You know, eating out, for example. Now it's seen as maybe just something you do because you don't want to cook. It's like a, you know, convenience thing. For me, I was still raised in a family where we ate out very seldomly. Like, my mom cooked almost every meal. Eating out was a special occasion, okay? It was something you did as a family, like together, special thing happening, someone's birthday. And so I think that's still like kind of ingrained in me. So I actually don't eat out as much as other people, but I still eat out more than I did, you know, when I was younger and when my parents were my age. Now it's like, we see it as just like, I mean, not everybody, but we see eating out as just kind of something that you do because it's convenient, it's fast, it's quick and easy, and it's not as special anymore, I feel like, because you eat out all the time anyway. So when you go out to eat, it's not like this, you know, grand special occasion. Yeah, another example could just be, you know, doing things with your friends, fun activities, going out and playing random games on, you know, on the street, like for children. Now, because we have this technology and video games everywhere, TV shows, TikTok, YouTube, so much entertainment, which can be a good thing. But because of that, everything else seems mundane. You know, going out to play is no longer entertaining for a lot of kids, I think, because why do that when you can stare at a device that's designed to make you entertained for hours? So all of that is concerning. But anyways, guys, that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this mukbang. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And guys, don't forget to check out my trips that I am hosting that are coming up. They will be linked below. I'm going to Turkey, Greece, and Bali. I'm super excited. This is my first time going to Turkey, and that has been on my list for years. So I'm so excited. It's all going to be vegan food tours. Bali, this is the second time I'm hosting a trip in Bali. We had such a good time last year that we're doing it again this year. So stoked, so excited. It's gonna be so fun. You're gonna have the full itinerary planned for you. We're gonna travel together. So me and other like-minded vegans, like-minded people, we're gonna be eating delicious vegan food. It's gonna be so epic. We're gonna have a local guide. We're gonna have local cultural experiences. It's gonna be so fun. So guys, if you wanna have some real life experiences outside of the technology, outside of your phone, make your life exciting again, make sure you check out those links below for my trips that are coming up. All the details will be below. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the eating ramen for 24 hours video, which I'll link below. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!